prayer breakfast in the United States for many years. And in the last several years, you've had a fantastic delegation come from Kurdistan to Washington, D.C. And so it was inevitable there would be a national prayer breakfast in Kurdistan. And I was very grateful to be able to participate in this first inaugural one. It's a chance for people in the United States. You know, in politics, there's a lot of struggle and fighting, and this is a chance to put God at the center and work together as a family, as brothers and sisters here. So, and that is the spirit of Kurdistan, and it's just perfectly natural that you would host such an event here.
كاتا تابلوی پێکۆژیان لە هەرێمی کوردستان چۆنە بینن پێتان وایە کە مافی هەموو پێکاتەکان دەست نیشان کراوە پێیان دراوە دەستەوەرکراوە.
Well, it's one thing that's very surprising for people in America when we think about Iraq. Of course, it's a lot of violence and war and fighting and suffering. And people are not that aware of Kurdistan because it's, I believe, kind of hidden. You don't have access to the United Nations or even a real embassy in the United States. You have a fantastic representative office there. But it's surprising for people to see the diversity here. And in the Middle East, it's quite unique. And that the harmony that's come about here, I think, might be because of such a brutal repression you faced everybody in the Kurdish region before, but there's not much barriers between the different communities here. It's a great example for the world to follow. Absolutely. It's so needed in the world today because we see just division everywhere, more and more. So, no, this is a remarkable example, and it needs to be seen and understood globally. It's a perfect model. The way the interaction, the way the government respects the minority communities here, they don't even want to call them minorities, but components, so that there's no discrimination whatsoever. And it's a deep thing from inside the heart, not just a political perspective. Yeah, well, I think God, first of all, is very pleased with that, and I think that the people throughout the world can have hope because they need to see examples of harmony and mutual respect, and that's done here not artificially. It's not forced. It's very sincere, and I think it's for hundreds, thousands of years you've been doing that and demonstrating that here in Kurdistan.
کاریگەریەکانی ڕێوەبەسمی نزانی نیشتیمانی پێدوایە کەی ئیتر خۆی نیشان بدات لە یەکەم جارەوە خۆی نیشانەدات یان پێویستە بەناو هەرێمی کوردستان چەند جارێکی دیکە نزانی نیشتیمانی ساڵانە دووبارە بێتەوە بۆی کە جێ
Well, that's a good question, and I think anyhow hosting the prayer breakfast here is a great leap forward. It's a fantastic initiative to do, and anything that any opportunity to bring an international audience here, we should take advantage of. The potential for tourism, religious cultural tourism here is remarkable. I mean, it's so unique. And this is the core birthplace of all of these Abrahamic faiths. And the potential is tremendous. People do need to see that how peaceful it is, how safe it is. I tell them it's safer here than in Washington, D.C., where I come from. And people are surprised. They don't know. But the more you have opportunities to host international programs, conferences, please do that. Yeah.
لە وڵاتانی دیکەش ڕۆژی نیشتیمانی نزا هەیە ڕۆژی نزای نیشتیمانی هەیە بەڵام لەوێ یەک پێکاتە ئەژی بەڵام لە هەرێمی کوردستان پێکاتێکی زۆر ئاینێکی زۆر ئاینزای لێرە جیاوازەکەی چیە بێت لەگەڵ ڕۆڵی لەگەڵ وڵاتەکانی تر چونکە ئەوان هەر یەک پێکهاتەی تێدایە.
Well, yeah, I think that is unique. One thing, the National Prayer Breakfast in America does bring together people from various religious backgrounds. It's not just a Christian initiative. It's a following Jesus' example of love and forgiveness that really makes a difference. And if I could say one thing that the Dalai Lama said there will never be peace unless somebody's willing to take the last blow, to take the last hit and not fight, not hit back. And what Kurdistan demonstrated at the end when Saddam was finished, and the Peshmerga here gave Saddam soldiers money to go home and take care of their families. There were no tribunals, there was no revenge, no retribution. That is so unusual in this region, the Middle East, where people remember for 1,000 years how they were mistreated. So that people need to know about. And I'm here also representing the Global Peace Foundation, and we're this next week honoring the Peshmerga for this remarkable, I think unprecedented model of forgiveness that people need to know about. It's so moving and important.
بەڵێ ئێمە زۆر سپاس